Get ready for another session filled with fun storytelling and craft activities. Welcome to Ready for Kidlit. Join some of our beloved children's book writers and illustrators as they engage in storytelling, show us how to write wacky poems, learn about emotions, outdraw each other in an epic illustrator's battle, and sing, move, and play. Light up your day with all these free activities as Kidlit comes alive. Here's our next session for today. Our emotions are colorful like a rainbow, but we often struggle to label or describe our emotions properly. Let's have fun creating colorful and fun emoji crafts that help us to express our emotions and use it to share an emotive story. This is What Colors Are You Feeling? With Angela Ng, presented as part of Ready for Kidlit.
Hello everyone, my name is Angela Ng. I am a lecturer and trainer in design thinking. I am also a positive psychology practitioner, which is a school of psychology that focuses on enhancing well-being. I specialize in the study of emotions, and I use it together with the design thinking process to create a design thinking process for happiness. Last year, I published my first book, What Colors Are You Feeling? To engage parents and children in conversations about emotions through activities. The book uses colors to kickstart conversations about emotions and encourage readers to develop their emotional vocabulary by identifying as many words to describe their joy, sadness, fear, anger, and other emotions. For example, there are many different words to describe the different intensity of our anger. Do you use the same word to describe your anger when you are mildly annoyed versus when you are extremely mad? We have more than 100 words to describe our anger. This book also has many other feel-good activities such as gratitude and this mindfulness game over here to help to cultivate emotional resilience. All emotions, be it positive or negative emotions, are all important because they are powerful information that tells us what is important to us. We need to be aware of these emotions and have the right emotional vocabulary to identify them. So, what is emotional vocabulary? And why is it important to develop these vocabularies? Emotional vocabularies are words that describe our emotions. Research has shown that as our lives get more complex, we are experiencing more emotions that we find it difficult to identify properly. Can you guess how many different emotions a human can experience? Well, researchers have studied that we can experience around 34,000 distinct emotions. How many words do you have to describe your emotions? It is important to label the emotions because if we can't name it, we can't regulate these emotions. Studies have also shown that people who have a wider vocabulary list to label their fears and anxiety are better at managing these strong and intense emotions. So there is a very famous emotional management strategy by Dr. Dan Siegel called Name It to Tame It. I understand that for many people, it is difficult to talk about emotions, especially the negative ones, because emotions are contagious. If someone around you is feeling a strong negative emotion, you may find yourself being affected by it too. We shouldn't run away or avoid from talking about negative emotions even though it may feel uncomfortable. So, how can we make conversations about emotions and learning emotional vocabulary fun? So that was the purpose of my book, which you can get it from Closet Full of Books at this online address. Okay? So today, I'm going to show you a simple origami craft that you can do and use it to have conversations about emotions, or to use it to conduct games to build emotional vocabularies. I call the craft the changing emoji faces. Do you know that yesterday, 17th of July, was actually World Emoji Day? It's such a coincidence, right? And today we are going to do an emoji paper craft. So I'm going to use emojis to help us label our emotions, because very often our facial expressions react to a situation that expresses our emotions even before we have a word to describe it. So using emoji in the craft is a fun way to explore all the different emotions and the words that go with it. For this origami, you just need one piece of origami paper and a pen. That's all you need. You can choose any colors of origami paper as long as they are square in shape. Okay? There are many different sizes to choose from, like the standard 15 by 15 centimeter ones, or the smaller ones, 12.5 centimeters. You can use any of them. Just try to avoid the printed or colorful origami papers, okay, because we will need to draw on it later, and this could be messy when we draw on it after we have folded our craft. Okay. So now I am going to use a bigger piece of origami paper to demonstrate, because it is clearer and easier to show you how to actually do this craft. So first, take a piece of paper and put it in front of you. You ready? Okay, let's start. Okay, so first, we will fold the pointed side of the paper into half, into the triangle. If you are using the standard size origami paper, which have the color on one side and the white on the other side, make sure the color side is actually facing down. So once you fold this, open it up, turn it around and make the fold the other side. So when you open this up, you will realize that you have formed two creases that cuts across the paper, and this is the middle point. It has created a middle point for you, alright? Now turn the paper over, and so now if you are using the color on one side origami paper, the color should be facing up this way now, alright? And you will now fold the corners here to meet the midpoint where we have made the crease. So fold it over, turn it around, and we will fold all four sides to meet the midpoint. Make sure that you make very clean and neat fold, because that will make the finished piece looks much nicer. Alright? Okay, now we are done with this, and you will notice that you have formed a square with 4 flaps, and that is the right way to do it. Alright? So now you can go ahead and open it up, and we are going to turn the paper over again. So now if you are using the color on one side paper, it will be flipped over and the white side will face up. And now we want to fold the 4 sides of the square towards the middle point. to the middle point of the paper. And there are 3 points here to guide us, okay, the top, middle, and bottom, for you to align the paper so that you can get it to the middle point perfectly. Fold both sides to meet at the middle point. And we are creating what we call a door base over here. It's called a door base because it looks like door coming together and closed in the middle. Alright, once you've done this, make sure you turn it 90 degrees and fold the other side as well, the other 2 sides, to create another door base. Alright, so once you've done this, open the paper up. This will give us the preliminary creases we need to collapse everything into the finished product. Alright, you will notice that there is a small square in the middle of the paper here. This is your base. This is the base that we're going to use, and you will notice that there are all these crease lines that runs across, and if you sit this base, it kinds of curl up nicely like a flowy, flowery bowl or plate, you call it. Alright, now comes the exciting part. Alright, we're going to place one finger in the center point of the paper where you first make the cross. Okay, and you're going to place another finger along the midpoint of the side of the square where there's another crease and point here. You're going to bring the 2 fingers to meet. Press it down this way. And then we're going to do the same for the other side. Press it down, bring it to the middle, and you will realize that you form this beautiful petal that is sticking out naturally at the corners. Okay, use your fingers to gently press down this petal, and it will form a square at the top. It should press down easily because the creases will already form. Now let's do it for the other side. Hold your finger at the middle point, use the other finger to push the midpoint at the side of the paper down to the center point. Another petal is formed, and then press it down gently to form another square, a smaller square. Alright, the last part is easy because the last part, when you push it down this way, you will have 2 petals. Alright, and with these petals, you will push it down. And then, this gives us the complete origami project. We are done with the origami, but not yet with the craft. Okay, the completed origami should have 4 small squares, okay, on the square base. And the small squares have years of flaps that we call it, which you can use it to flip over to create the changing emoji faces effects later on. Alright, so this should be the complete product of how it will look like over here. Okay, we're going to draw faces, emoji faces on the origami to create different emoji faces like this. Okay. So, once we are done with this, we can start drawing the emoji faces. So, let me demonstrate to you how to actually draw interesting emoji faces. Alright? Okay, I'm going to draw 3 big eyes, 3 sets of big eyes. Not 3 big eyes. 3 sets of big eyes, which is how we usually draw emoji, right? We always draw the eyes really big and round. Like this. Okay, so I have 3 sets of big eyes here. I'm going to add a little kind of brow at the side. When you do this at the side, it kind of gives like a lifting of the eyebrow, like a little frown. You know, it could be a surprise look. And what is going to make this interesting next is that look at the different expressions that I will create when I actually draw different mouths that goes with the 3 sets of eyes that actually looks the same. So if I draw a smiley mouth, a big smile here, this face looks really happy. But if I draw something like that, like a jigger line for the smiles, it will look like it is maybe panic. Okay, so we can go ahead and label these emoji faces: panic, happy. Okay, and if I draw a round shape here, and this can be surprise. Okay, so this is how we use the different emoji to help us build the emotional vocabulary and to express, how we feel. Okay, so we can also do the same thing. Let's try a different set of eyes. Let me try to draw these winky eyes over here. I will draw 3 sets of winky eyes. And let's see how it looks. If we have the same different sets of mouths, a smiley mouth, panic, O, and a mouth in the shape of an O. So this can be feeling amused. This can be feeling really painful or hurting in a way, hurt, okay? And this could be feeling ashamed, maybe. That's why it's closing the eyes, squinting the eyes together and having that little mouth there. Alright? Okay. So this is kind of simple way to draw emojis and make interesting emoji faces. Now let's draw this on our folded origami craft. And then we can use this craft to play and create stories and create the changing emoji faces and have fun. Alright? So this is what I'm going to do now here. I'm just going to use a marker pen. I'm going to draw eyes. Big eyes like what I've done just now. And I'm going to draw a smiley face. Okay, so this is our standard smiley face emoji. Okay, so how can we make it different? We can fold over the flap over here. Fold over both sides of the flap and draw a different set of eyes. So maybe I will draw the cheeky eye, cheeky winky eye over here. And I will fold over the flaps again and draw a set eyes. I will draw my set eyes this way. Set eyes are usually slanted. Try to draw them big. Okay? Don't be shy in drawing small eyes. Draw them big. This look a bit set eyes. Maybe I'll add some eyelashes as well. Okay? So look at this. It's starting to be fun now because with the set eyes, and you can actually, flip the other eye around and make it wink, or make it a bit more cheeky, have it a cheeky look. Okay, so now let's draw the mouth. For the mouth part, just take note that, you want to start by folding one side of the flap down first to make sure that the midpoint where you've drawn the joint of the mouth actually kinds of meet so that the mouth won't look funny. So I'm going to draw a O-shaped mouth here. Okay, O-shaped mouth could be fun because if you look at this emoji face, it actually looks a bit like surprised. And if you fold this over with a smiley face, it creates another look which could be, looking a bit, awkward, So let's finish it. And I'm going to draw a different sets of mouth, and this one maybe I will draw a flat green that shows T this way. Okay, so our origami emoji changing faces is done. Alright, so now once you have done with this face, you can use this craft to actually describe all the different emotions that the faces are creating. And it's up to you. You can challenge each other on who can actually has the most emotional vocabularies, or you can actually use this to create stories, which is what I'm actually going to do. Okay, so this is the basic of the craft. If you want to make it a bit more fanciful, like what I have done here, I've actually dressed up, my emoji faces with kind of like costumes. Okay, these are characters from my book. Okay, Miss Sunflower and Miss Mermaid. So I've dressed them up with like the hair pieces, their clothes. Okay, and you just and then stick them on a chopstick. Then I can create changing emoji, kind of like puppets, changing emoji puppets like this. Okay, and I'm going to use them to actually do a storytelling. All right? Okay. So I'm going to introduce the two characters from my book, Sunflower and Mermaid, for this storytelling activity. Okay, now let me tell you one thing that is important about storytelling. That a good story is one that is filled with the ups and downs of emotions. So make sure you use as many emotional words as you can in your storytelling. Alright? Are you ready? I'm going to start with Sunflower. Alright. Sunflower jumps out of bed excitedly. Yay! It's the school holidays! Alright, this is Sunflower's excited emoji face. Can you see her eyes? Big, bright, and big smile on her face. Okay? She has been looking forward to this moment to run outside in the fields and enjoy the sunshine. Because she has been at home for a long time due to the pandemic. She used to run in the fields every weekend and she's getting bored at home, like many of us, right? So finally, she can go out into the sun and the nature. So Sunflower is really excited. She skips her way towards the field full of sunflowers. So this is the field that Sunflowers has arrived in. Okay, as she passes the field, she hears someone sobbing. So she stopped and she is puzzled. Now I change her face to an O, so she looks puzzled like this. Okay, she looks puzzled like this. Okay, she's puzzled. Why is there somebody sobbing? She looks around. Who is sobbing? And hey, she saw a mermaid sitting on a rock behind a bush of cattails, looking really sad. So this is Mermaid's sad face. So this is Mermaid really, really sad face over here. Can you see Mermaid's sad face? Yes, her eyes is closed. She is actually looking really sad. Okay, but when Mermaid heard someone coming towards her, and Sunflower say, "Hello, are you alright, Mermaid?" She was startled. She was surprised. So how does her surprise look like? So we're going to change her face from the closed sad eyes and see Mermaid looks surprised now. Her eyes shoot up wide open. Okay, so but when she looks up, she saw it's a friend Sunflower. Oh, so she is relieved. And she tried to kind of force a smile at her friend. But look at this smile that she has. Sad eyes, even though her mouth is smiling, but it is a sad smile, isn't it? So Sunflowers ask her, "Why are you crying on such a beautiful day, Mermaid? What has upset you?" Mermaid feeling really sad. "Oh, this is so hard to describe. I'm feeling blue for a long time now." And she looked really, really sad, like she's about to cry. Sad face. Okay. So now Sunflower is really concerned This is Sunflower's concerned face. Okay? Her mouth changed the shape. And she looked like, why is Mermaid feeling blue? Is she okay? Mermaid has always been that cool girl in school. And she never expresses any strong emotions before. This is so unlike her to be sitting there crying. Right? So Sunflower asked, Blue, are you feeling unwell anywhere in the body? Where are you feeling the blues? So Mermaid puts her hand on her chest and say, well, my chest feels kind of stuffy. It is so hard to describe this feeling. She started sobbing again. Now, Sunflower feels really worried now. So from concern, she went into worried. So this is her worried look, where she squints her eyes because she's really, really worried that her friends might be sick in the chest with the virus. Oh no. Mermaid struggles with her words. And she said, I feel a bit embarrassed to say this. This is an embarrassed look. Look at that. I'm lonely. I haven't seen any friends for 3 months and I miss my friends a lot. When the difficult word to describe her emotions finally came out, Mermaid immediately felt that the rock that was sitting on her chest is gone. See, she is finally smiling with her eyes big, bright, and a real smile on her face now. Okay? And Sunflowers, when she hears this, she feels this surge of love for her friend. See, I like to draw these eyes in the heart shape to represent, when we love someone with the emoji, we always show this heart-shaped eyes, right? Okay, so she felt this surge of love for her friends and she said, oh, I miss you too. I'm so glad we miss each other. This shows that our friendship and love is true. As she said this, she giggled, right? She giggled and she made this funny winky eye faces because she is amused at how poetic she sounds. Mermaid feels really pleased by her friend's comforting words. She finally smiles with her eyes bright this way. So she dries her tears and says, thank you, Sunflower. Having someone to share how I feel makes me feel calmer. Thank you. So this is the look of calm. Very peaceful look on Mermaid's face. The two friends then sit by the bank and chat happily till the sun set. The end. Well, I hope you like this simple story. Many times when we feel strong emotions, if we can identify and name the emotions, it will provide some form of relief. It definitely helps if you can talk to someone about your emotions. So don't shy away from talking to a good friend or your family about how you feel. Keep learning to label and understand the emotions that come up. If you are the good friend like Sunflower is to Mermaid, you do not even need to rush to provide any solutions to cheer Mermaid up. For acknowledging the emotions and providing that listening ear to your friend is the greatest and most empathetic gift we can give to anyone. I hope you enjoy our session today. I'm very grateful to the Book Council for this opportunity to share this knowledge and activity with you. And I definitely like to see your crafts and hear the stories that you have created. If you would like to share it with me or have any questions for me, please feel free to drop me an email at potoflife@gmail.com Or you can follow my social handle at Facebook or Instagram, Port of Life. As a small gesture of thanks, we are giving away 5 Buy SingLead e-vouchers and they are worth $10 each, okay, to 5 different viewers. Okay, you can use these e-vouchers to purchase SingLead titles online from Closet Full of Books. Okay. So now we are going to have a lucky draw. Okay, we are going to spin the wheel and 5 lucky winners will win $10 Buy SingLead vouchers. Okay, let's see who are the lucky winners. Are you ready? Let's go! Oh, congratulations, Pit Harpoon. You have won $10 vouchers. Congrats. Now, let's go to the next draw and see the second winner. Congratulations, Renee. You are our second winner for the $10 vouchers for you to buy books online at Closet Full of Books. The third winner, let's see who is the number 3 lucky winner. Yay, congratulations, Peng Peng. You are our third winner. Congratulations. You have just won $10 book voucher. How exciting. I hope I can participate in this draw as well. All right. Now let's go to the number 4. There are still 2 more chances to win. See if you're the lucky one. Who is our lucky number 4 winner? All right, congratulations, Mary Tong. You are the 4th winner of this lucky draw. All right, last spin, and let's have the last spin to see who is our lucky winner. Oh, Noor Asmia, congratulations! You are our 5th lucky winner who has won $10 book voucher online, alright? So congratulations to all winners. Staff of the Singapore Book Council will get in touch with you to provide the voucher code. If you did not win this time, don't worry. There are many more other lucky draw chances coming up in the next sessions. Also, you can win vouchers by taking photos of your crafts and posting them online with the hashtag #ReadyForKidLit, okay, and tag Singapore Book Council. 6 winners will be selected by Monday, 20th of July. Okay, thank you everyone for tuning in and have a lovely Saturday. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us for this session. Stay tuned for our next session in 30 minutes. As an independent charity with IPC status, the Singapore Book Council relies heavily on your support to help us to promote a diverse, multilingual Singapore literature. Please consider donating to us so that we can continue bringing more programs like these to you and your family during these challenging times. You may contribute through giving.sg. To make a donation, please search for Singapore Book Council Limited.